So, there I was, with Miss Brawl Magnet. If I wasn't starting the fight, I was the first one charging in to join it. Maybe it's something in the Asgard water, but seemed like there was always a fight to be had. I guess I needed the rush, something to keep me sharp, feeling alive. I was driven, without fear or frankly much sense, to hold me back. Got myself a bit of a reputation, and that ended up being a problem. This notorious bully I'd humiliated held on to a grudge and tried to track me down. Found out way too easily who I was and where I lived. Set out to teach me a lesson. We'll pick it up there when you progress further.
A chance to bargain with Valhalla itself.
The elite enemies Valhalla has chosen for you to target will only continue to manifest. You must adapt and employ all available resources, or you will fall again.
Sigrun, how fare you and your sisters?
With just the three of us to attend to the fallen now, we're short-handed. But we've begun recruiting new shield maidens.
Well, I happen to know of one lass who'd jump at the chance to join your ranks.
You mean Thrud? Sif and Thor's daughter? Believe me, I know. She sought us out before the call even left our lips.
She fights well, and can be trusted.
A recommendation from you, General. With that, how could we ignore her? Not that she'd let us.
Sure.
You and Sigrun. I am still waiting for the part where you spoke.
In my defense, I only told her the truth as it struck me in the moment. I told her my feelings for her were deep as Rand's Hall and had been for as long as I'd known her. But just then a kind of revelation came over me. A sudden cold clarity that it was vanity to imagine that I, as I am, could be enough for her as she is. So I heard myself tell her that I didn't think I could give her what she needed.
Now, I am mad at you.
Pile on, brother. I deserve it. Going to give yourself an affliction, brother. Ah, frozen! What now? Raider on the left!
So, you told Sigrun you could not give her what she needed. You spoke out of cowardice.
Aye, obviously. But as prospects for terror go, can you imagine knowing all along you're not enough for someone? And then living out their slow realization of that truth? I admit it chilled me to the bone.
You presume to know how she will feel in the future. Why discredit her wishes and yours in the present?
I just can't pretend not to know better. She's romanticized the idea of us. Certainly I've done the same. But is that anything to build a future on? I mean, look at me, brother. Be practical.
If anyone else disparaged you as you disparaged yourself, I would wish to strike them with an axe.
Another Droger to the left!
Now, back to Sigrun and your low opinion of yourself.
Look, I don't apologize for wanting her to have someone who can be everything to her. She deserves the best.
Then why should she not deserve the smartest man alive?
Sometimes I think you've come too far, brother.
Did I overstep?
No, no, Kratos. I appreciate your point. And to be fair, if I was so right, then why am I so angry at myself?
Behind you! Look out! Right flank! Raider on the left! Bollocks, that's cool! Brilliant kill! Valhalla will be impressed. Good. The route to the higher area ought to be open now. You're on fire, Kratos. It will pass. Kratos, the key you found. Whose was it? What did it unlock?
It belonged to a boat captain I met at the battle of the GNC. His ship was part of a fleet under attack by a Hydra. The key unlocked his quarters, where I heard women screaming for help.
Ah, yes. The story of your fight with the three-headed sea serpent. You impaled one of its heads on the ship's mast, was it?
Yes. But that battle is not why this key appeared. It is my killing of the boat captain, Troy, that seems to follow me wherever I go.
Hello again, Kratos. There's the target Valhalla's mark. Ruthless as ever. I suppose Valhalla's impressed with that view. Looks like their version of a parade. Look out for those horns! Who are these lowlifes? From behind, incoming! Oh, not the song attack! Disrupted, you halfwit! On your right! opened a way forward with your blood-soaked and savage way. Oh, don't hurry up and make a decision on my account.
Oh, hello, brother. I'm back.
Welcome, Kratos. Honor me with another sparring match. Those who have fallen, carry me!
Look out! Steer's using them for heals!
You remember our last conversation here?
You implied there was more to my deal with Ares than mere lust for power.
Indeed. We are seldom compelled by singular drives. There is always more to the story.
Left side, brother!
Hang Tom! Arms up! Don't get distracted. Your wrath is formidable, I yield, Kratos.
Very well.
I believe you found an understanding within yourself. Shall we see?
Fools. It's not only memories.
Indeed. For what is a memory apart from our perspective on it? You know the evils that came of your path. You know the evils within yourself. Yes, these you dwell on. But it's not that simple, is it?
The Horde is vast, brother. What would have happened if you didn't stop it?
Our lands would have been overrun. Our people killed, violated.
people your army was sworn to protect. An army led by you. Did you not feel a duty to fulfill your purpose? Did you not fear for the safety of your homeland? You saved them.
You would excuse my actions.
Excusing them is not the exercise, Kratos. Only accepting them. Accepting that you acted based on what you knew then, not on what was to come. Your motivation and their consequences are far more complicated than you let yourself believe. I think perhaps you have more to process.
Yes. I have much to think about. I will return.
And I will be waiting.
The invitation in the first place? Yes. And look, I think Kratos may have survived that time.
So it's Tyr's game you're playing? This is all his idea?
A game is not his purpose. There is something here I must see through.
And what is that exactly?
Process.
All right. If it's helping, I trust you both.
We all do. As we trust in Valhalla.
Even after what it did to you.
I knew the rules and chose to break them. I regret nothing.
The pursuit of mastery demands the willingness to embrace failure. Often. And without judgment.
Perfection may be unattainable, but in magic
No shame in making things a wee bit easier if you can. And that benefit's good to last. since we keep going back in, I take it this process is working for you somehow.
Yes. Succeed or fail, I feel progress. Clarity. I need to see it through.
Very good, brother.
Behind you, watch out!
An infamous act. One they still spoke of in the years of rebuilding. I somehow doubted they meant it so literally.
I'll give you this, brother. Your technique has improved immeasurably.
I needed his power to secure my vengeance against the gods. I believed I had no choice.
No choice? You could have not ripped my head off my body. That was absolutely an option.
And he's back.
But that wasn't the worst of it, was it, Kratos? Killing you deprived Greece of the sun. They were plunged into perpetual cold and darkness. Crops ceased to grow. Famine descended on our homeland. Not that you cared.
Enough.
He is bitter, isn't he?
Kratos, I'm curious. Your decision to behead Helios, was it fueled by any personal motivations? Or was it really just a means to an end?
It was not personal. I did know him long before I killed him. He was as insufferable as any god. But his death brought me no satisfaction.
Did you know what would happen as a result?
When Helios was captured by the god of dreams, the lands fell into darkness and were not restored until his return. I knew exactly what would happen.
Above you, brother!
Nicely done. Incoming! Above you! Think it's worth the price it exacts, brother?
Kratos, I hope you'll forgive me for overhearing. But before you first found your way to me, you were grappling with the symbolism of your former seat of power. May I offer a perspective?
You may.
Before I became God of War, I felt as hesitant as you do. I feared that taking the throne would only validate Odin's power hierarchy, which even then I didn't trust. But I decided I could wield a better influence on the inside than on the outside. There are many ways to lead, but not all of them involve ruling. The throne and the office are only what you bring to them.
Behind you, brother!
Tyr, earlier you spoke to me as though I seek to lead. As if I were someone to be followed.
Your self-criticisms, valid and otherwise, seem well reflected here in Valhalla. It's no accident that your mind manifested that throne. It's more than a symbol. It's a challenge to revisit your assumptions. Mimir is right. You have the power, and I think the wisdom, to redefine what it means to you. To assert that power is to prove to yourself that the chair doesn't change you, doesn't make you a new person. Not if you know who you are, why you serve.
I wouldn't say no to some short-time help. Look, brother! I see the one you need to get there! Behind you! Incoming! Behind you, brother! And Valhalla keeps the score. Now then, the path should be unlocked. Let's make our way up. He's about to trounce us. Like my hair standing on end. Oh, I can't warn. Oh, this is going to sting! Plucking a son of Thor out of your memory, of all things.
Guess you're not done with me yet, Kratos. And lest we forget, Kratos, lest we neglect to place your deed in full and proper context, I saved your life. Me! And you literally tore off my head for my troubles. Imagine if all your new friends knew how you used to treat your old friends. Of course,